Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you're joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep. Some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across, I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose, to keep you up and get you aware of what is happening in the contraction called Nigeria, more especially. I bring the information to your doorstep. They are not lies. Most of the videos you're going to watch here are videos that are coming from the conventional media, and some of us sometimes are lazy to get into it. Some of us sometimes are too busy to be able to lay our hand on this. That is why I bring the videos to your doorstep. Watch from beginning to the end. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes, so that you can be educated and know what is going on. Let us watch together. At the end, you can go to the comment section and put down your comment. Give your opinion. Say it the way you feel it. Nobody's going to come against you. It's a free world, and this is the social media where people say it and set the record straight exactly the way it is without being controlled. Do that on the comment section. Let us watch the video together as it comes. Thank you.
I'm now being joined by the national chairman of the Zenith Labour Party, Chief Dan Nwanyanwo. He joins us from Abuja, from his office in Abuja. Thank you so much indeed, Chief Nwanyanwo, for your time tonight. Give us an understanding. Is there something else that you know that Nigerians need to be aware of in relation to the preparations for this election? First and foremost, let's begin with the issue of security. It does look like things are worse than perhaps most Nigerians know. Is it?
Thank you, Shehu, for having me. The threat against the 2023 general election is potent. We have seen a lot of insecurity across the country. The latest being the attempt by some politicians to truncate the use of the beavers and IREV, and also taking some legal processes to get the Independent National Electoral Commission chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, to be removed from office and to ban him from holding public office for 10 years. First of all, they went to a court in Omahia. They had no facts. They presented nothing. It was based on speculation. The court dismissed it. They went on appeal. The Court of Appeal dismissed it. They came back to Abuja, which was dismissed last week. Probably they may go to either Damaturu or Sokoto or anywhere, because they are on forum shopping. That reminds me of what happened in 1993, where the Association for Better Nigeria took a court process which truncated that election and the declaration of the results. So they are following that trajectory of using the court to stop the process of election, the use of beavers, and removing the annex chairman. They know very well that the annex chairman, the commission, the parties are resolute on this new innovation that is in place, which took about 2 years for us to get to where we are. And we want to get it to fruition. They don't want it. Most politicians in Nigeria, they don't like anything straight. They must involve a Gestapo tactics, which has been the bane of our political activity since 1999. They love the incident form, whereby they will bypass the card reader, even bypass anything, the voters register, and vote. Most of those, about 60% of those who are in office today in Nigeria, are beneficiaries of the incident form. But we have passed that stage. We are now having a system that has been tested, that is reliable. I am not saying that it is cast on stone. Even our lives cannot be said to be cast on stone. But at least it is better than what we have had since 1999. So we have that system whereby it will authenticate your PVC. It will ignite the machine to bring out your photograph with your thumbprint. You go and vote. Seamless process. If you don't pass through the beavers, you are not going to vote. And the result will be transmitted automatically from every polling unit to the INEC result viewing portal, which they also don't want. So these are some of the problems, the concern we had as political parties under the aegis of Interparty Advisory Council. So we decided to come together to raise this alarm, to draw the attention of Nigerians that we are seeing the hand of the monkey in the soup, and it is better we stand alert. Though we must commend the judiciary so far, what they have done in not allowing all those frivolous court cases to see the light of day. But they have not stopped. They will go ahead to do worse things. And I must tell you that Nigerians are waiting to see that judge that would allow or be part of this system, be part of the attempt to ensure that Beavers is knocked down, incident form is brought back, INEC chairman is removed. Why are they fighting the INEC chairman? He's not going to be in the state to cast votes. He's not going to sign any result. So why are you chasing him? Because he has shown.
So, if I may cut in quickly, now you've described these people in several ways. In fact, you said they are the monkey with the hand in the soup. One thing that we need to start doing in this country is to start naming names and start shaming those who we think are capable of bringing this country to disrepute. Who are these monkeys? Who are these people? Can you give us names?
Shehu, I have given you an example of cases that were filed in court. These names exist. What we have to investigate now through the security agencies, who are their sponsors, who paid for the cases. There are individuals that went to court. I have told you the courts they went to and the outcome of the court processes. So it behoves the security agencies to unearth those behind them. Because you look at these people, these are small fries. That was how the Association for Better Nigeria started. And the election declaration of results of Hope 93 was knocked down. And that was the end of the results. That was how the winner of that election was not sworn in as president. That was Chief N.K. Abiola. And the thing took his life. They are working on the same trajectory. They are working on the same process. So I am not going to be here to tell you it is A, B, or C. Let us pick those plaintiffs to the case. Interrogate them. If they don't want to say the truth, let us use the security system. We'll get it and know those behind them. But one thing we are sure, those behind this are politicians, unpatriotic politicians, who do not want anything to be right, who do not want the electoral system to be improved. They want the old order, where you carry ballot boxes, you store ballot boxes. What is the result at the polling units will change when you get to the collation center. The train has left. Shehu, I met some parliamentarians a week before Christmas. I was walking out of Transcorp. They saw me. They called. I had Mr. Beavers. So I turned. They said, Chairman, we are calling you. I stopped. They said, I said, why are you calling me Mr. Beavers? He said, you are talking too much about the Beavers. I said, yes. Is anything wrong with it? He said, Chairman, let me tell you, we regret passing that law. They did not explain it well to us. If we had known, we wouldn't have passed it. I said, but you are entitled to some legal aids, legislative aids, you are collecting their pay. Why didn't they look at the law to interpret it for you? That is part of this problem we have. And I told them, well, the train has left the station. It is too late. He now told me they will amend it. And then it's not for this election, and I bet you it will not work. So you can see there are different interests who do not want free, fair, credible, and transparent election. They want it in the old order. And it is difficult for somebody to bring a change in what has been benefiting him over the years, especially when that change will not be in his own interest. We are talking for common good. If you put bad people in government, they have nothing to offer. That's why we want the best. We want the best laws. We want the best persons. We want people with capacity. We want people with political will to get the right thing done. These are the people, Shehu, that are against the process. And I can assure you, we will ensure that this process comes to an end in February this year.
All right, let me ask quickly, and because you're a politician and you know the ways of politicians, can you give us an understanding and perhaps what Nigerians can do? When the electoral law 2022 was being passed, there was a popular statement that was made that when there is a solution being brought into the electoral process, the politicians find ways to subvert the process. And I know that again there are plans in the works ahead of the 2023 election. What can you tell Nigerians tonight that they need to look out for? The issue of vote buying is there. It doesn't look to me that we have a solution just yet to fight that. The issue of rigging the election and stealing the ballot seems to have been curtailed by the beavers. What must we do now to ensure that the sanctity of the ballot is secured in 2023, which is just 45 days away?
I love that question, particularly the issue of vote buying. That was why we also supported this new policy of the central bank on cash movement. There is no way it will not affect those who carry huge cash to the polling units. It will affect them. And that's why you see them crying. They want it to be changed. They want it to be stepped down. And we thank Mr. President for giving approval for that. At the end of this month, 31st of January, any old naira in your notes, because in your house, in your septic tank, in the farm, becomes toilet paper. So they cannot use it. And they should restrict further our access to the new notes until after the election. That is a very good policy that the central bank governor brought, which Mr. President graciously approved. As I'm saying this now, some are looking at me saying, what nonsense is this man talking about? I am saying what will help the democratic process. You cannot continue to buy victory with stolen funds of the people. You come to the polling unit, you park your vehicle, you'll be buying votes. We have even seen those who are buying the PVC now, giving 1,000 naira to collect PVC. Shehu, that will amount to nothing because those PVCs can never be used. But you know what they're doing? They are buying PVCs from areas of their opponents where he is popular. Not that they are going to use those PVCs they have bought now on the election day, because the owner must be present, his thumbprint must be there, it must be recognized by the beavers machine before you go and vote. So the system is good. We are aware by our intel that there is an attempt. Some people are in China and Dubai somewhere working on how to penetrate the beavers. I recall the last consultation we had with INEC. They also assured us that people are also working to make sure that it is not predictable. It cannot get into it. We are having a meeting with INEC tomorrow, political parties, and we are going to interrogate some of these issues. That is to tell you how the INEC chairman works with political parties. Our interaction has been regular and frequent, whereby we bring up concerns, we discuss it. We are having another one tomorrow. Some of these concerns, we are going to interrogate it and test it tomorrow. So what I'm saying in effect is that you cannot stop people from stealing. You cannot stop people from committing crime. But on your own part, as government and establishment, is to make sure that you don't reward bad behavior, to make sure that you punish those who are involved in criminality and doing things to truncate the system. There is nowhere in the world where citizens are completely stopped from committing one crime or the other. Some people will attempt to do so, but you must checkmate them. I am happy, and the political parties are happy with the new CBN position. It will go a long way to reduce vote buying. They are crying. Even the National Assembly, they are trying to pass a law which is too late. Central banks will not agree. They should not allow it. Even if you want to increase the withdrawal limits of citizens, let it be after the general election. Nobody should take Nigerians anymore for a ride. We are satisfied.
So let me follow up on what he said in respect my question on vote buying. And this is what Chief Afe Babalola said. He has a fear. And I mean, the elder statesman seems to have a very strong position on his stance in respect of the election. And this is the fear of Chief Afe Babalola. He said the election, the presidential election, will be won by politicians with deep pocket. He says individuals with capacity, ideas might not win. Only new constitution will save Nigeria from collapse. The fear of Chief Afe Babalola is that the issue of vote buying will prevail in 2023 and the deep pockets might have their way. What do you have to say to that?
Sorry, I didn't get the last lap of your question, but I think you are referring to what the learned silk, elder statesman Afe Babalola said about vote buying. Yes, he may be correct. At the same time, he may also not be right. You see, in the past, it was possible. Now, we have what the CBN has done. I'm hammering on it. Unless the CBN, suo moto, on its own, decides to sabotage its own policy, that is where Chief Afe Babalola's position will be credible. But if they stick and insist on what is, a lot of people will not have money to buy votes. Don't forget, Shehu, a lot of people are still afraid to bring out the money they have stuck somewhere. It will be useless in the next 2 weeks.
It is history that will repeat itself when it comes to winning election by the grace of the Almighty Allah. And now we are in democracy, so there is nothing like suspending election. Dr. Abdul Muttalib Muhammad is the leader of the Muslim Leaders Union of the Northern and Southern region. He explained the purpose of holding the conference. Our intention is that we are Muslims and Muslim preachers. That is why we gather the leaders of different sections, leaders of Sangaya, leaders of Zari, and all others in order to sensitize people about this agenda we have in view. That is ensuring that we choose a Muslim and a Muslim, what we call the Muslim.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have been educated with this video. I hope you have learned something from the video you just watched. Please go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever you think about the video you have watched, or anything you have learned that you want to share together, go to the comment section and keep yourself busy. It's a free place where people share their opinion. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time a video comes out. And also, share the video to your family and friends. Share it to all platforms so that people can get aware of what is happening in the world, mainly in the contraption called Nigeria. We have to keep people on their toe, keep people informed on what is going on. That is exactly what we are doing. Every video you are watching in this channel is for the purpose of education and nothing more. Thank you so much for watching and remember, bye-bye. See you again.